Okay. So, welcome back to our series on time management. This whole month, we've been talking about time management tips and tricks and how to get the best out of the time that we have. Uh, Today's video is going to be short, and I just want to, what's the word? Drive home the point of how important it is that we're doing things that we love in our business. I've had a lot of conversations these past 2 weeks with so many of you about how you're spending your time. And I've even walked some of you through tell me what your schedule looks like. What are you doing every single day? And there's a lot of wasted space, and there's a lot of, and I don't want to say wasted, but I not properly managed space is maybe what I want to say. So there's a lot of you who are spending time doing things in a way that's not efficient or effective. And there's also a lot of you who are spending a lot of doing things that you don't like doing. Now, here's the thing about running a small business and about being in direct sales: you can't do it all. And I know that there's a lot of cool ideas, and I know that you're watching people do things, and there's a million ways that you can do this essentially. The problem comes when you start adding things to your list that you begin to dread doing. Now, I'm not saying don't do anything you don't love. There's going to be things that you don't like doing. I don't like scheduling posts on my team page. It's not my favorite thing to do. But it needs to be done, and it's not that big of a deal. Okay. But there's other things that become bigger deals that take more time, that take more energy, that take more effort, that maybe don't need to be done. And well, let's see. Let's talk about posts on my team page. It's not that I don't like to communicate with my team. I love communicating with my team. I love encouraging them. I love equipping them. But a lot of times when we have something that we don't like to do, one of the questions we can ask ourselves is, okay, I don't like doing this thing. What's the outcome I'm attempting to get from this task? Well, the outcome is I want communication and involvement and inspiration for my team, right? Motivation. I want them connected, right? Um, what's another way that I can do that? It doesn't have to be just through my team page. I've really started utilizing text and email, even email a lot more with my team. And I've seen a huge like response to that. It's really kind of the same thing. It's just in a different format. And I don't mind scheduling text. I really find it creative and fun because I'm trying to keep my words small, right? So I'm not sending this huge text. And then email's a totally different format where I'm getting to do longer forms of communication, give them more at one time as opposed to a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, a little bit the next day. And so I've even been challenging myself saying, I don't need to post on my team page every day. That's not necessary, right? The goal is the outcome I'm attempting to get is connection with my team, community, right? And those things are happening, but they don't need to happen every day. So I found myself getting stressed out about something that I thought needed to be done every day or scheduled ahead of time to be done every day, but really it didn't need to be done every day. I was still doing other things to get that outcome. Therefore, I didn't have to do it exactly the way I had always done it, right? One of my team members, Courtney, we were on a Zoom and for our growth school, and we were talking about tasks. And I said, what's one of the things that you dread doing? What's one of the biggest tension points in your business that like you don't like doing it? It bothers you. She was like, mail. I hate it. I don't want to do it. I hate mail. And I said, okay, what's the outcome you're attempting to get from mail? And she was talking about customer mail. She said, well, just another touch point. I said, okay, brainstorm some other ways you could get a touch point that doesn't involve mail. And so she started talking and we started brainstorming, and she started saying things like, I know that I could go on, a certain customer's Facebook page, comment on a couple of their posts, stay engaged, stay interacted, stay up to date with what they're doing. Yes, that's a touch point. Takes less time than sending mail. What's another one? And it's free. What's another thing? We started talking about, I was like, you know what you can do? You have a great customer or a great host or somebody that you want to recognize and reward or stay as a touch point, like keep a touch point with. You can send a gift card via text or email, right? Directly to somebody's phone. I can send somebody something that shows up right in their on their phone that they can, oh, here, scan this at Starbucks because you just bought me coffee. You don't think that's a touch point I'm going to love? I'm going to love that. Same outcome, different action. in a way that's more fun and more creative and maybe simpler for you. Now, this is not me saying don't do mail, don't post on your team page every day. I'm not saying that. I'm saying do more of the things that you do love. And don't get so stuck in a box that think there's only one way to get something that you need. There's not. If you're dreading social media, what are other ways that you can interact with your customers? I'm not giving you all the answers today. I want you to ask the questions of yourself. What's the biggest tension point in your business? What is something that you continually try to stay, like you avoid it, you procrastinate it? It's that thing you're always like, oh, I should do that, but I don't want to. Let's do less of that. And let's do more of the things you love in your business. That makes sense. That's where you're going to get energy. That's where you're going to really fall into this place of, I'm doing this and I love doing it because I love what I'm doing. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you have to do what everyone else has done because it's worked for them. Just because it worked for them does not mean it's going to work for you. Something to think about. Answer that question this weekend. What's a tension spot in my business that I could eliminate by working towards the same goal in a different way, right? Ask yourself that question. Do some brainstorming. See what you come up with. I can't wait. Thanks for joining us. Online Steps to Success, where we help you dream big, work smart, change yourself, and change the world, because I truly believe that you can do that with your business. I hope this was helpful to you. Stay tuned next Saturday for our next time management tip. But this was a good one. Do less of what you hate, more of what you love. Talk to you later.